A week out from Sha Tin's big day, we have a 10-race program coming up this weekend. Welcome to Racing to Winter Preview. It all big show. There will be an HKIR focus. Toshihiro Onikubo from Netkeiba in Japan will join us shortly to talk about the Japanese runners coming to HKIR. On the panel, though, Paul Lally and Tom Wood. And Tom, before we get to the big dance, what have we got this Sunday's entree? Yeah,
we've got mainly dirt racing coming up at Sha Tin. Mark, majority of the races on the all-weather. Turf races, there's a few of those. There's a few first starters going around one of those turf races, and the main event on the all-weather is a Class 2 over 1,200 metres with the likes of Flying Ace, Kirpany, Packing Treadmill all lining up there. So should be a good contest with Youthful Deal as well.
Absolutely. What about jackpot punters, Paul? Have they got stuff to look forward to?
They have. They've got a couple, actually. 1.2 million going into the triple trio and 1 million going into the 6-up win bonus. So we always like to see a few jackpots come out of this meeting for all the visitors next week. So we'll see what happens.
We've got one or two for Wednesday night already, haven't we?
We've got some good ones, yeah.
All right. We're going back to Sha Tin Thursday morning. There were Thursday trials. Tom, you were there and looking at both Voyage Bubble, who's in this trial, and he's in the first one. Beauty Eternal will be in the second one.
Yeah, and he moved really well. Did Voyage Bubble for James McDonald in the middle part of the track here. Sat just off the pace and covered a bit of ground, but like the way he found the line. The horse in the purple colours, of course, is Helios Express, and he was closing off late in the piece. But nice little bit of maintenance work there, Paul, to keep him ticking over for the mile next week.
Yeah, exactly. And he's had that run now, too, under his belt. So he's going to go in cherry ripe, isn't he, Voyage Bubble? Wouldn't be surprised to see him run a big race in the mile.
All right, what have you made of Beauty Eternal, Paul? There he is about midfield turning for home.
Yeah, so he ends up winning this trial, and he did what he had to do, didn't he, really, in this particular one. He's, again, as Tom said, another maintenance trial, just ticking him over nicely, leading into the HKIR. So he looks good as well.
Yeah, certainly had to, like the way quickened up the last bit there to just hold out Silver King at the line. There was a bit of pace in that trial as well with the horse and the white on the fence that went forward. So, yeah, both nice bits of work from those two gallopers.
All right, there it is. That's a Thursday morning at Sha Tin. You'll see those two, along with a whole lot more, at Sha Tin on December 10. And for more on HKIR, we're joined now live from Japan by Toshihiro Onikubo. And Toshi, thank you for joining us on the show here on Racing to Win. 14 horses from Japan coming this year. How strong is the team?
I mean, this is, last year's big, the team, Japan was sending to Hong Kong, but this year again, yes, the highly competitive, contenders are landing in those all 4 Grade 1 races.
We're going to look at the races race by race now and focus on those Japanese horses. And we do start with the sprint. You've got 2 here. Mad Cool, who was second in the Group 1 Sprinters Stakes last time, and Jasper Crone, who has been to America since running 4th in the Sprinters Stakes. Are we likely to see Mad Cool up on the speed in this race?
Yes, for sure. Mark Cool is 4 years old, lightly raced, only 10 starts. Last time was, first time out in the Grade 1 race, and, he finished second, very close second, and a little bit unlucky, hard to say, but, jockey a little bit left, too much to do for him. This time around, sprint would be a little bit difficult race for Japan always. And 2 good sprinter from the local Hong Kong, and one from, 4-time Grade 1 winner Highfield Princess coming from UK. But I think he's, good chance in this race. He would have a good chance in this race.
Is he by far the best of the 2? We can see Jasper Crone fading late there, and Jasper Crone has been to America and didn't seem to handle the track.
Yeah, in fairness, he's a very speedy horse, dual Grade 3 winner, 4 years old. But yeah, I think, Matt Cool would have better chance. And yeah, he need to go in front, Jasper Crone. But yeah, I think it's a little bit a big task for Jasper Crone in this race.
We turn the page now and look at the mile. They have to take on Golden 60, so it's certainly not going to be easy. Are you surprised to see Denon the Kid in this field over the 1600 when his best form is further?
Yeah, it's good good point, but he's running and he placed in the mile championship last year over a mile. Yeah, and this time around, this is second time in his autumn campaign. We can expect his improvement. However, it's a little surprise, but they trainer thinks might be a better chance for him.
We need to talk about Namur. She comes here. Firstly, any idea who may ride her in this race, because there's no jockey declared. Winner of the Group 1 mile championship at Kyoto last time, likes to get back. Is following Golden 60 going to be a perfect spot for her in this race?
Yeah, she was so impressive. It was her career best performance in the mile championship for sure. That was, unfortunately, Ryan Moore couldn't ride her, but, Kota Fujioka, there was change jockey on the day, but he did great job. Probably she did a great job. And interesting question you made to for me, but there's no official announcement her rider in the Hong Kong mile, but she's a very good miler for me.
Oh, there's a good report for Namur. There she is, winning on screen there. Of the other three, Davina, Seraphos and Soul Rush, how do you assess them firstly against, say, Namur and also a horse like Golden 60?
Yeah, that's a good question. And, Soul Rush, it was probably, his career best performance as well, but career best performance beat by Namur's great performance. And I think, it's a little bit difficult to, change that result in Hong Kong for me. I think Namur would be the best. And Namur against Golden 60, I think it's a little bit big thing to say, but I think it's close. As she's younger and Golden 60 is getting older, I think that's the only chance. If Golden 60 was on his best form, I don't think there's any chance. But this time around, Namur would have little chance to win the Hong Kong mile. Divina would be interesting one. She would be a big shot, but shorter trip would suit her because she's just one pace and go like some of the other Japanese horses. And, when they get short trip, sometimes work really well. And Seraphos, he's a very good horse, 4 years old, little inconsistent. However, he's very strong if he's, it's on his day. But last time out, he was too fresh. So this is second time out. That would be interesting to see, Seraphos.
Onto the Cup now, Toshi. Of course, Golden 60 in the mile. The Japanese have to take on the local hero, Romantic Warrior here. Luxembourg for Aidan O'Brien as well. Prognosis comes here with a Group 1 placing against the Great Equinox.
Yeah, prognosis praise, and he's, 5 years old, rightly raced, very consistent horse. And, he's recently showing, proving his Group 1 form constantly, including past April's, Hong Kong, the QE2 Cup. But it was well beaten, 2 ranks decisive, and even he praised against Equinox. Yeah, I think it's still a little big ask for him to beat Romantic Warrior, unless Romantic Warrior is a little bit compromised by his trip to Down Under.
He did run second behind Romantic Warrior in the QE2 last season. What about the other two? Rusham Park's never raced in a Group 1 before, has Damien Lane, and Ishiguazu's been to Hong Kong. Is time starting to catch up with him? Is he at the back end of his career now?
Yeah, Ishigua's, it's a little bit difficult for him, I'd say. Of course, he finished second behind Rabs on the U back in 2021. But yeah, he's a little out form, and I don't think he would have a great chance in this race, to be honest. And Roshan Park, Damien Lane is on board. Christophe Romero mentioned, but even form says, he beat title holder who finished 5th in the Japan Cup. So pure, proper Group 1 form he has. He's only, 4 years old Group 2 winner. However, it was impressive. He had, I think, 1 kilo advantage against title holder in that race. However, he beat very well in that race. Romeo said Group 1 level. I think he would be an interesting horse.
And the final of the Group 1s is the Vase. Glory Vase has been a terrific horse for Japan in this race. He is not here, but Shahryar does headline the ratings at 121.
Yeah, when you look back to, past Hong Kong bars, races for Japan, and this time around, yeah, we got, decent horses, Shafrial, he finished third after his surgery on his throat in the Breeders' Cup Turf. It was great to see, Shafrial's form is coming back. And this is, of course, second time out after his surgery. Christian de Mulroy keep riding him. I think this would be, he would have good chance.
No pressure, Toshi. Who is the best of the Japanese horses that is coming to Hong Kong?
That's a little bit crazy to say, but in the birth, I said, Shafrial has a, international Group 1 form, but I think Revingsdale, 3 years old, colt, rightly raced, only 6 starts, but last time out in the Grade 2 Senlight Kinan as a prep race for the Senleisure, Japanese Senleisure Kick Show. He beat, Seoul Orients, who's a Guinness winner, Satsuki Show winner, Grade 1 winner, and he placed all the Japanese classic races. He beat Seoul Orients very well. So Revingsdale, Moreira is riding him. And also, they didn't use the Japanese Senleisure, the Kick Show, and targeted Hong Kong ways. I think Revingsdale is my pick for all of the Japanese horses this year.
The 3-year-old colt with Joe Moreira to ride. Toshi, thank you for joining us on Racing to Win. Will you be here on the 10th of December?
Yes, I will be. I will be looking forward to it.
We'll see you in town very, very soon. There he is, Toshi Onikubo from Netkeiba, boys. Always well represented, Tom, and Lebanon still the best from Toshi.
I think he's got a big chance in the Vase this year, Mark. We know Japanese horses over the last few years have really had a strong hold on this race, and I think they can take it again. He's got a lot of quality about him. He's got a lot of speed and a lot of stamina. He looks, I really think, really tough to beat in the Vase this year.
All right, what have you made of the Japanese entries this year, Paul? Because they're always so strong.
They are strong. I like Shariat, again in the Vase, again in the same race. He's here already. He's had 3 or 4 gallops, and they gave him a really decent workout yesterday. And he galloped up the track really well. So he's settled in. One of the key things is seeing these Japanese horses in the mornings, who's settled in and who's arrived in good order. So maybe it could be a good Quinella.
Right, there you have it, a bit of a preview for HKIR. 10th of December at Sha Tin. We're going to take a break, though, and come back and have a look at the feature race this Sunday at Sha Tin. Welcome back to Racing to Win. About to look at Sha Tin's feature race on Sunday. Before we do that, Paul, it's time for the Roadrunner Show.
Mimi is the last run reminder. Very impressive, I thought, on debut over the 1,200 metres. He now steps up to the 1,400 metres, which looks absolutely ideal. He was slightly slow away as well. You can see him there. He was sort of second or third out last. He had to get a nice enough run for out transit, though. He had to just work a little bit to get up there. They went a little bit quick early, so he just had to work that a little bit. You can see he's well off the pace there, and the winner, I Give, is just keeps winning. He just wins them in a row. He runs right along the rail and finishes off strongly here over the 1,200 metres. And the best bit of the work I thought he was doing here is this last 200 metres when he just kept making ground really nicely. And with this run under his belt, I think he can go one better coming up on the weekend. So a really nice run from him. And you can see him taking off ground off I Give at the end.
He will be a race 9, horse number 6, Will Me. It's a 10-race program, and a number, as Tom said, of these races will be on the all-weather track. And the rail for the turf is in the C+3 position. Just 4 on the turf, 6 on the all-weather. 1 o'clock start time this week through until 5:45. The race we focus on, race 6, the Peninsula Golden Jubilee Challenge Cup Class 2. Good field over the 1,200 metres at 3:35. Kerpenny at the top has the blinkers off and the pacifiers on. Packing Treadmill comes to this surface for the first time. Cheng Cheng Prince back in distance. Flying A Straw's barrier 7. Pinghai Galaxy has had 2 trials and won them both since his first up performance. Youthful Deal, 4-time course and distance winner, coming back in trip. And down the bottom, True Legend and Exponential at start number 45, Tom. We'll have his first look at the dirt.
Yeah, he's been running really well, has Exponential, and this race he's likely to get a nice run behind Campione, who can go forward. Kerpenny Paul, another one that likes to go forward. He's ridden by Alice Wong with a £10 claim, so he only carries 125. And It looks a little awkward for True Legend, but we know you can sit wide on the all-weather. There should be plenty of pace in this one.
Yeah, looks that way, doesn't it? Looks like it's going to be sort of a good to fast, which means every horse will get their opportunity. Youthful Deal might just be one place back further than he normally is with all his pace in the race, and Flying Ace gets back anyway and he'll be running on.
Here he is in our first replay, Paul. Obviously turf form because neither have raced on this surface. Both have trialled well on it. Are you taking these two into consideration again? Packing Treadmill carries the 133, Flying Ace the 127.
Definitely Flying Ace. He's by Swiss Ace, so he looks really well bred, and he's won a couple of trials on the surface, as you say, so he looks really well placed in this. I think the pace in the race is going to suit him as well. Packing Treadmill was on the cusp. I left him out in the end having to carry that weight.
I was against him last time out Packing Treadmill, but he was actually really well rated by Lyle Hewitson in front and was gunned down by a good one late here in Helios Express. But I think Flying Ace, he's really a winner waiting to happen. I'm sort of surprised they haven't opted to go for the 1400 metre race on the turf next week for him.
Well, you've got some more breakdown too on Flying Ace here, Tom, and the lack of luck that he has had with barriers.
He's just had no luck with the barriers. You can just see this record there dating back right through last season. Basically, he's had some horrible draws, doesn't get inside gates all that often and continues to put up good figures on the board, Paul, without winning. So he just needs an ounce of luck. And I think he'll get that this week with all the pace on.
I think he will as well. Coming to the surface, he's seen him come from the back as well and win a trial. So as you can see from there, I think he'll get back and he can easily slingshot them late.
Flying Ace and Packing Treadmill in our first replay. The second one is on the all-weather, and we're going to pick the vision up from the 600 metres here, Paul. True Legend fades up outside the lead. Cheng Cheng Prince is no stranger to running wide now. His wins have all been over 1650 on this surface, has one on the turf over 1200.
Yeah, and he ran second last season off a 90-odd rating behind Youthful Deal as well as a second. So he's not a second on this distance. So he's not hopeless over the 1200. I still think 1650 is probably better for him, but with all this fast pace in the race, I wouldn't be surprised if he's finishing off really strongly late. Yeah,
had no luck at all last time out. Neither did the horse and the green and gold there. That is Youthful Deal with the shadow roll on. He had interference at the top of the straight. He had interference there at about the 100 metres. He can be a little bit slow away. That's sort of been a little bit of an issue for him, but back in trip's going to be a big plus for him.
He is indeed, Tom. Four-time winner over the 1200 metres and has trialled well since that last performance.
Covered ground in this trial as they turn for home here at the 400 metres. You can see him there with the shadow roll on. He looked good in the trial. In the end, he stretched away to win by 4 lengths. His record course and distance, 4 wins from 6 starts. He had issues last time out, but I think he's going to be a much better horse back here at the 1200, Paul.
Yeah, the 1200 will really suit him. The thing that worries me a little bit with him was that he went from a 71 to an 80 rating, then he won off 80, so they put him up to 90, and since he's had 90, he's been 12, 6 and 8th. So I just wonder, has he gone up too much? That was just the query I had. But the trial was good, so I can see why you like him.
OK, that is a Youthful Deal. Now some turf form around Happy Valley. Paul Campione, 11th leading in exponential up outside the speed. A Majestic Star is a 2-time winner course and distance. Yeah,
Campione's been a little bit disappointing. He comes back to the surface, which I think will suit him because he has run really well over the surface before. His last win was off a rating of 92 on the surface, and he's rated 85, so he's more than possible, but that was 2 seasons ago now. Exponential is just an unknown on it, isn't it?
Yeah, he's just been racing so well, though. He's got form behind Sonpak Fu, of course. He came out and won again on Wednesday night. Lucky With You, horses like Call Me Dandy there as well. On the other horse that was in that replay, Campione, he's won and placed at a lot of trials, but he's not won for a long time on race day.
He has not. He's just struggling to replicate that trial form. Speaking of trial form, Tom, this is Kerpenny leading for home, and this was very impressive.
Yeah, it was good. He was very good here, but just worry about the pressure that's going to be in this race here. The blinkers are coming off, the pacifiers are going on. He's a course and distance winner. He's a 4-time winner in the grade. He won this trial by 2 3/4 lengths. He was up on the pace last time out. He had some company there at Happy Valley in the race that was won by Seasons Wood. Casper Founds was pretty keen on getting this race added to the program, and the handicappers have done that. So do we take a line through that, Paul?
Yeah, could well do. I mean, when he did win this race on over the course and distance, he was off 102 rating. He's rated 102 now with Alice Wong's £10 claim, so he gets in pretty well.
We spoke about Campione not too long ago, Paul, and this is another occasion where he's trialled well. We'll see if he can do this on race day, but Pinghai Galaxy, he's looked sharp in his 2 trials since that last start.
He is, yeah. I'm going to include Pinghai Galaxy on the back of his trials because he seems to be going really well. He's quite a versatile horse. He's won on all types of surfaces. He's won on the all-weather before. He's won on the turf both last season. Now, his all-weather win was off 91, and he's not that far away at 93.
He hasn't won for a wee while now, Pinghai Galaxy. Now, he just got completely knocked over at Happy Valley last time out about the 550 metres coming off the back straight. So he had a genuine excuse that day at the day meeting over 1,000 metres there at the valley behind Seasons Wood. He's another one that does trial well, but sometimes doesn't front up on race days.
He's had 7 starts, second up for just the 1 win. Struggles first up. He tends to get better the longer the season goes with him. But he's done enough, Paul, prior to racing this weekend to throw in your top 4.
Yeah, I'm going to throw him in. Yeah, definitely Pinghai Galaxy. Well, I'm going to go with Flying Ace coming to the surface. He's well bred for it. He's won trials on it. And as Tom said, I think he's a winner waiting to happen. Chang Cheng Prince isn't hopeless over the 1,200 metres. Did run second off a 92 rating last season. Pinghai Galaxy, another one that's pretty close to his winning rating. And Kirpiney's very well rated. 4, 3, 6 and 1.
He really is a winner waiting to happen, is Flying Ace. He comes into this with, I think, pace to suit this time round. Barrier number 7, we saw that graphic before where he's just never drawn a gate less than 5, and more often than not he's drawn 10 or wider, and so he's got 7 here, but I think with the pace that's going to be a big assist for him. So Flying Ace over the youthful deal, I think he's going to be better coming back in trip. He had excuses last time out. Packing Treadmill will be up front, whether he can absorb some of that pressure here for Lyle Hewitts and Francis Lloyd, that remains to be seen, but had a good strong kick last time out. And Majestic Star, I don't think he's the worst in this race either. James McDonald rides for Danny Shum from Barrier 1. He's won off a rating of 91. He's off 93 at the moment. He's a 2-time course and distance winner, and he has won in the grade as well, Majestic Star, with a good draw. So 4, 7, 2 and 5.
And that is the preview for race number 6. If you'd like a preview for all the races at Sha Tin on Sunday, you can jump on the website hkjc.com, click on audio and video, and you'll find that race-by-race analysis. Getting towards the end of the show now, Paul, so we need your best bet, please.
We go with a horse called Blue Marlin in race number 10. He's won 2 of his 3 races this season. He ran 4th in the other one, and was a very good 4th as well. He missed the start. You can see him coming in the outside there, the highlighted horse. Now, John Big Banner, that won this race, has gone out, and he's won again. Green and White will win next time he races as well, and Beauty Fit's run really well. He runs 4th, Blue Marlin, and I just really like the way he's extended out. Prior to this, he bet Outgate, and then Outgate came out and won. So there's really strong form right throughout him. The long shot we're going to make is Everyone's Victory. He's been downgraded. Comes back into a class where he is really competitive in, so I think he can win at a bit of a price. And we'll do the play in the big race we just talked about: Chang Cheng Prince, Flying Ace, Pinghai Galaxy, QQP.
Best for me comes up as Meep Meep, John Size and Zach Purton combining here as we look at him last time out. A little bit slow away from the start, but closed off well on the inside. Of course, the form has been franked with I Give for coming out and winning again. So up and trip, I think, is going to be a big plus for him. Meep Meep would be fairly happy if he came up even money, or 2.1 in the market, off a reasonable trial as well. So he goes as the best. The value comes up in one of the earlier races. It's Harry's Hero onto the all-weather here. Now, he won on the all-weather tracks over in the UK prior to arriving. He was actually relegated in one of those efforts as well. So he does have some all-weather form. Ricky Yu, Keegan DeMello, and the play comes up in race number 9 with the Ka Ying Chair, who's got the blinkers going on. Dream Pursuer drawn wide again, and Meep Meep, so 1, 4 and 6.
Go the best bet down the straight. Race 8, number 9, Northern Beaches. He's drawn out near the outside rail in barrier number 11. Zach Purton sticks. He's coming back in distance. Just if you can get handy enough. Chris So trains, 121 pounds. He does look hard to beat. This horse very well rated in the 3rd. Number 8, Righteous Doctrine, a numerous 1,800 metre winner on the all-weather. Lyle Hewitson rides for Michael Cheng. He's won 5 from 63 with a stack of placings for Righteous Doctrine. And the play, race 8 down the straight, a QQP Flying High, Sparkling Night, who ran 2nd behind Invincible Sage last time, and Northern Beaches 1, 5 and 9. Very important diary now for what is upcoming in Hong Kong. Apart from Sunday, Happy Valley, early start, 6 o'clock trackside live for Longines International Jockeys Championship. And then the 4 Group 1s, trackside live 11:55, Sunday the 10th of December for the big one at Sha Tin. But we've got to get through the 10 on the Sunday first, Tom, before a huge week joins us.
Can't wait for it next week, Mark. We've got 16, 50, 12 and 1,000 metre races lined up for the boys and girls Wednesday night.
Yeah, and on Wednesday night, the really good thing is we're going to have lots of visitors in town and medical elite.
We are indeed. That has been Racing to Win. We'll see you at Sha Tin on Sunday.